My name is Gregory Robinson. By trade, I'm a chef and co-owners of Chef Robinson's Restaurant. I had just had a son, and the place that I used drugs was right around the corner from my house. And again, the drugs will make you do crazy things. I can remember, running around the corner and leaving my son in the house just to get drugs. It had a very strong hold on my life. It controlled the things that I thought, the things that I did. And of course, I got to the place or to the point where I wanted to stop, but it had such a strong hold on me that it was very difficult for me to try to stop on my own. Some of the struggles is that it has such a control on you that it causes you to do things like conniving and lying and cheating and all sorts of things to get money to continue to use the drugs. One event I remember, I smashed the back of the headlight of my car just to say that I hit somebody just so that I can get some money. I had to get to a place where I had to be ready to let go. I had to be ready to let him have control of my life. And so as I found myself kneeling in the prison walls of the Allegheny County Prison, it was there that I began to seek after God. And a dream that I had in March, the Lord very clearly came to me and said, it's over, you're done, you won't do this no more, and you'll be actually witnessing to people about what I've delivered you from. And from that point on, I never did a detox, I never did a rehab, I never did a program. God completely and totally delivered me from the drugs. What changed in my life is it put me on a path to begin to make a difference in my life. One of the differences that it made in my life was after 15 years out of high school, I was able to go back to school. That's where I got my culinary degree. And it began to get me in a place where I really began to seek God. When I first met my wife, Cassandra, one of the things that sparked the conversation or sparked my interest in her was that while we were on the dance floor, we were actually talking about Christ. And come to find out that we both were saved, we both had a relationship with God. We watch a lot of Cornerstone television, and there's been numerous times as I watched that and seen the different stories on Cornerstone that minister to me. How did the restaurant come into existence? About 2 years ago, we were having Bible study, and the Lord spoke to me, and the Lord said for me to take my wife up to which used to be the old Eaton Park, and the Lord specifically said, go up, anoint the door, walk around the building, pray over the building, and then claim it. And that's what me and my wife did 2 years ago. Before that, I was on Old Green Gate Road. I sold barbecue ribs and chicken on Old Green Gate Road for 7 years. I also was the chef for Christian Fellowship. Pearly Gates International Church is a church that's located on Gasco Avenue. About a year and a half ago, the Lord opened up an opportunity for us to become pastors of the church. Within the church, we have a ministry called Jacob's Ladder. It's an addiction ministry, not just drugs and alcohol, but anything that you are addicted to. We come together to minister to not only the ones that's using, but also the family members. On Wednesday, we have a Bible study, a very awesome Bible study that we teach the Word of God. And the restaurant is also used as a ministry. When you first come in, you'll find that the only music that's being played in the restaurant is Christian music. We've had several occasions where we had the opportunity to witness to some of the customers. We also had times when we were able to just stop and pray for the customers right there in the restaurant. God showed me something years ago about different types of chefs. And there are chefs that just are chefs because of a career. There's chefs because they want to pay bills. And then there's chefs that are called by God. What I do is to glorify God when I prepare meals. It's not just to throw something together, but it's to glorify God. God gave me the gift, and I'm going to use the gift to glorify God. We watch a lot of Cornerstone television, and there's been numerous times as I watched that and seen the different stories on Cornerstone that minister to me. A lot of the ministers and a lot of the testimonies that I've heard spoke volume to my life. As I have had the opportunity to watch Cornerstone television, there's many shows that I've watched on the station that ministered to me, and quite frankly, that one that's sitting there right now, watching this television show, not knowing where you're going to do, where you're headed at in your life. Trust me, Cornerstone is a station that is God-based and God-sent and God-blessed.